Hi everyone, this is a short video about the fringe benefit tax this year. So fringe benefit tax is a tax imposed on benefits provided to employees. And employers who provide fringe benefit to their employees will have liability to pay fringe benefit tax, or in short term FBT. Fringe benefit basically means benefit provided to employee other than salary and wages. So someone will ask, I I don't think I provide any fringe benefit to the employees, but why should I launch the fringe benefit tax return? The reason is very simple. If you launch a fringe benefit tax return this year, and the ATO will only have 3 years amendment period to review your previous tax return. So, for example, if you launch it now, if you launch 2023 fringe benefit tax return, after 3 years, ATO will not be able to say, look, I want to check your fringe benefit tax return 3 years ago. So by launching a fringe benefit tax return, it give you a peace of mind. By locking it the 3 years period, unless you intentionally disregard the law, you are trying to do some fraudulent and tax avoidance activities, then the ATO will have indefinite period to review that. But if you're taking reasonable care, report what you're supposed to declare, then you will be fine. So some people might say, look, what is fringe benefit? What types of benefit is subject to fringe benefit tax? So I have summarized a list of common benefits provided to the employee that will subject to fringe benefit. Let's see if you are caught by the fringe benefit tax. So the first one is providing company cars to their employee for private use. So, for example, the company bought a car, and then you let the employee to use it, to pick up their kids, to go to buy groceries, or even bring the car home for their own use. Then, in these situations, it will subject to FBT. Second is if you're providing a car parking fringe benefit. For example, you allowed employees, you allow the employees to park their car in a commercial car park within 1 kilometer of working premises, and the company pay for it. Like the Wilson parking, or those commercial car park. If it is within 1 kilometer of your working premises, it will be subject to FBT. Third one is a very common employer expense. That is entertainment. So under the fringe benefit tax law, entertainments include meals, drink, parties, and event tickets. So if you provide any one of those benefits to your employee, that is an entertainment, and you will also be subject to a fringe benefit tax. And look, the entertainment is also not deductible for income tax purposes. So you can't claim any expenses in your business tax returns. And the fourth fringe benefit is about vouchers and coupons. So if the company provide the employee a company vouchers or coupons to buy company goods or services, it will subject to FBT. And the fifth one is, very common benefits. Providing gift cards to your employee, like during the Christmas time, you want to provide some gift to your employee, you will sending some gift cards. By doing this, depending on the value, it will subject to FBT as well. And the next one is the personal travel. Some companies are very generous. They are happy, to pay for pay their employee for their personal travel, or they even hold a Christmas party overseas and pay for the air ticket, accommodations for their employee and their associates. All those benefits will subject to the FBT. Next one is allowing the employees to live in companies' properties. For example, for a national companies, they might have different properties, residential property in different states. Sometimes when they send employees, temporary to the other state, they might let the employee to live the company's properties for free. In that case, then it will subject to FBT. And next one is paying for employee expenses that are not related to business. So if the company paying for employees' groceries, medical checkup, pharmacy expenses, this will be subject to FBT. And the last one is buying coffee, in a staff meeting. It's very common, in the office. The employers, the owners might be generous, to buy everyone a coffee. In this kind of situation, depending on the regularity and the value of the coffee for each person, it will subject to FBT as well. So watch out for those common benefits. If you are being hit by any one of those points, you should launch a fringe benefit tax return and declare the benefits you provide to the employee. Next one. Well, if you think you get caught by the fringe benefit tax, what should I do? Like what I said, if there is a benefit, declare it. Don't pretend not to see it. Okay? It is very important, very crucial to launch your fringe benefit tax return on time and declare it correctly. Once you declare that, then the ATO will have 3 years amendment period only. If you don't launch it, then the ATO can come back anytime and bite you. So do it now, and we will be able to help you to resolve the FBT issues, or we can even reduce your fringe benefit tax. So if you think you need to launch a fringe benefit tax, contact us and we are able to help. And the next one is about the fringe benefit tax news, and some car viewers will be very interested in looking at those fringe benefit exemption on electronic vehicles, or we call EV. So now the government has passed the law to allow fringe benefit tax exemption on electronic vehicle. So what does it mean? So basically, if you buy a vehicle that is a low emission vehicle, then it will not subject to FBT even it has been used privately. So previously, you will need to do a logbook to show how many percentage that is what that was for private use. But now, if you drive a vehicle, an eligible vehicle, then you don't need to worry about this. You can using the company money, to buy electric car, and then spend money to do the service. Of course, you don't need to use fuel, for electric car, but insurance, all sort of thing are fringe benefit tax free. Okay, so what is eligible vehicle? Let me move my little hat to that space. Okay, so eligible vehicle includes a battery operated vehicle, and hydrogen fuel cell vehicle, and the plug-in hybrid. So, but the plug-in hybrid exemptions only last until 1st of April 2025. So, if you're thinking to buy a car, it would be a good opportunity to consider buying a electric vehicle. Now, there's another conditions that the payload must be less than 1,000 kilos, which is 1 ton, and it must carry less than 9 passengers. So it must be a normal driving car, not for youth, not for a truck, not for a van. Okay, so if you buy a sedan, SUV, then you're fine. If that is a convertible car, that would be even better. Okay. Now, the third one is the value of the car must be less than luxury car tax threshold, which is currently 84,916. Some people say, "Oh, wow! I was thinking to buy a Mercedes, electric car." Unfortunately, you can't buy this. Under the FBT exemptions. And the car must be first used by an employee after 1st of July 2022. And the next one requirement is about the second-hand vehicle. So you can still, the second-hand electronic vehicle will also be eligible if the car was originally first used after 1st of July 2022 by the first owner. Okay, so if the first owner was used before that, then this car is not eligible. So make sure you check if the car was first used by the first owner after 1st of July 2022. If not, have a look on the other vehicle, or maybe considering to buy a new electric vehicle. And some people will say, well, based on this luxury car tax value, what are the options? What car will be eligible? So I had a look on car sales website and did a search. And these are the cars that will be eligible. So not too many, but there are still some big SUV or some luxury car like Tesla, Polestar to those about 70,000, 80,000, so close to the limit. But unfortunately, Audi, BMW, Mercedes are not within this range. So that's it for the fringe benefit news. So hope this is helpful. And if you have any questions or if you want to do a fringe benefit tax return now, contact us and we will be able to help. Thank you so much.